Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to be looking where the 20-week moving average is, going through a few different indicators. So if you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for helping me get to 50,000 subscribers. We're now at 51,000 and pushing higher, so I appreciate the support. So subscribe if you haven't, and let's go ahead and jump in. So where is Bitcoin today? Well, right now it's at 17.7, and just think about that, right? Bitcoin, it's November and Bitcoin is at 17.7. It was early October, we were flirting with 10K. So we're up around 75% in about 6 weeks. This is pretty substantial. But again, we wanna stay level-headed on this channel. We don't want to go FOMOing into the market and putting out any crazy short-term price predictions. We recognize that the price could go up in the short term, but there's no guarantee that it will, and so you need to be responsible in terms of how you're managing the market. This is not financial advice. I'm just trying to put out some words of wisdom that hopefully people can live by. So the thing we want to first look at is the 20 week. So this is our bull market support band. As you guys know, we follow this band. This is our support during a bull market. During a bear market, we tend to hold it as resistance. Sometimes we fluctuate above it during accumulation phases, but when we drop below it, it's the bad news bears in the short term. And we said a few weeks ago that if we hold this off support, sentiment can change on a dime. That should get you caught up. So now where we are, if you're new, is saying, well, we've moved up substantially. The price right now is at 17,782. Our 20-week moving average is at around $11,900. Okay. You heard me correctly. We are approximately $6,000 above the 20-week moving average, which is pretty substantial. And if you take a measured move from the 20-week and go up, you can see that we are around 50% over the 20-week, approximately 50%. According to this exchange, it's going to vary by a few $100s depending on what exchange you use, just because of how volatile the price can be. But more or less, we're flirting with 12K in terms of where the 20-week moving average is, right? It's currently at $11,900. Now, the 21-week EMA is at 12.3, and this also can sometimes be important in terms of the bull market support. You can see they are pretty closely. They do tend to perform very similarly, right? They're very similar timeframes. The exponential moving average just weights more recent price points heavier than it does older price points. So you have the EMA and then the simple moving average, the SMA, and we're just using that to identify our Bitcoin bull market support line, which also works really well for Ethereum and some other coins as well. So the place that we need to hold now is 11.9. Now, the key thing, though, to think about is, well, we know the 20-week moving average moves up, and it's moving up quickly. So where might we expect it to continue to go? Well, let's go back and look. If we go from where we currently are and go back 20 weeks, you can see that we are essentially replacing prices that go into the 20-week moving average. We are replacing prices at $9,000 with prices at $17,000. This is a huge difference. And if you take the difference between those two numbers and divide it by 20 in order to account for, say, 1/20th of the 20-week moving average, you'll find that we're moving up by about $400 a month, give or take. $400 a week, not a month, a week. $400 a week, let's say $400 to $500 a week, because Bitcoin is just insane right now. Let's be a little bit liberal on it so that we can be prepared for it if it does go up quickly. Let's say $400 to $500 a week. If it's $400 a week, then we're at 11.9 now. We'll be at 12.3 pretty soon, 12.7, then 13. In 4 weeks, we could be, well between 13 and 14K in terms of where the 20-week moving average is. And this is our bull market support line. Okay, this will be our bull market support line. Now, before everyone goes and gets all, too excited, remember, we've seen moves like this before that did not hold the 20-week, right? We had this move in 2019, which, as measured from the bottom, went up over a long period of time, over about 196 days. We rallied 350%, a pretty substantial move From the bottom, we failed to hold the 20-week, and in fact, we went all the way back down to $3,800. Do I think that Bitcoin will ever go to $3,800? No, I do not. Could Bitcoin visit 13K, 14K, 12K? Yeah, it could. It could easily visit these levels again. There's no guarantee that the 20-week moving average has to hold. There is a decent chance that it holds and that this is the beginning of a bull market, but there is no guarantee, right? There's no guarantee here. There's no free lunch. It could always break, and you need to be ready for it if it does. But if we are being optimistic and saying let's suppose that it does hold, then we're going to be increasing $400 to $500 a week probably, and it's only going to take a few weeks for us to traverse completely through 12K. Give it 2.5 weeks, and the 20-week moving average could be at 13K. So the reason why that's important is because if we do retrace over the next 3 or 4 weeks, that is the area, in my opinion, that you want to look out for. And that means, whether we go to 18K, 19K, 20K, even if we go higher, 21K, 22K, wherever we go, if we do have a strong correction, it's that 20-week moving average that you're going to want to observe. Is it holding as support, or are we breaking below? Because again, as I said, when we break below, it's the bad news bears. Sometimes we'll drop down to the 100-week moving average, right? Instantly. Sometimes we'll instantly drop to the 200-week. We had a wick to the 300-week. Well, let's suppose, what if we were to drop to the 100-week moving average? That would be all the way down at 85.25 now. The 200-week would be 72.41, and the 300-week would be 49.79. So that would be a long way to go. Do I think we're going to go to the 300-week? No, I do not. I think this wick was a fluke, and it will not happen. It likely will not happen again this market cycle, but again, there's no guarantee. The 200-week is always on the cards. It's at 7,200, but there's still a decent chance there that we do not revisit it this market cycle. And if you overlay the 200-week moving average with the regression band, you can see we are about to exit it. I know I've been saying that a long time, but it takes a while for these 200-week moving averages to move out of the regression band. Once it does, that will be quite interesting, because you can see the last market cycle, once, and this one doesn't go all the way back, but once it exited the regression band, because we're only looking at data that stops in 2015. If we had the BLX up, though, you would see that it exits over here, and it entered the this is the 100-week. Sorry, this is the 200-week. But let me just go ahead and pull it up so that we can actually reasonably look at it. So you can see that the 200-week re-entered it right here. So it's the purple line. It re-entered the regression band at the peak. Okay, and it exited it way over here when Bitcoin was holding the 20-week moving average as support, which is pretty close to where we are now. Bitcoin held the 20-week as support here, and we're about to exit it. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that, but I want people to be aware primarily of where is the 20-week moving average, because this is our last line of defense in a bull market. If it doesn't hold, it doesn't mean that the market cycle's over. It just means we're kicking the can down the road a little bit, and we'll regroup. And if it does fall below it, if the 20-week moving average is at 14K, and Bitcoin drops to 10K and then regroups to say 11K and 12K, and we make a move back up, that's still fine. You just have to recognize that if it does drop below the 20-week moving average, then most altcoins will bleed against Bitcoin during that period of time. And so that's what you want to keep an eye out for. Now, if Bitcoin continues to stay well above the 20-week and starts moving sideways at any point, or even bleeds and then moves sideways, we could see altcoins rally. Now, historically speaking, a lot of altcoins will rally once Bitcoin gets to its prior all-time high of $20,000. In past cycles, it was obviously less, but right now it would be $20,000, which would be all the way up here. Okay, so that's where we would need to be for us to really be breaking our prior all-time high. And if we do break it and rally on, then this could be the catalyst for a lot of altcoins. However, I would contend that even if we don't break it, that a lot of the coins that we follow don't need Bitcoin to necessarily break this to rally. I don't think that Ethereum necessarily is waiting to rally until Bitcoin gets to a sustainable 20K. Even if Bitcoin were to fall back down to say 16K, 15K, 14K or something, there's a good chance Ethereum would rally in that situation. It might drop in the short term, but I think there's a good chance it would rally over the, say a monthly time scale. But with Bitcoin, we're following each move. You can see this is our 7th weekly candle in a row that is green. Don't be mistaken in falling for this is the new normal. Yes, we are still very early on in the market cycle, but just like last cycle, we will have corrections along the way, and you can expect it to just go parabolic forever and never have 20 to 30 to 40% corrections. Okay, you just cannot expect it. It's not reasonable, and you can see how substantial this move is. If we switch it over, let's remove the regression band and show this on a linear scale. I mean, look at this move, guys. Just be pragmatic about it. Don't let your emotions get to you. Look at that move, compare it to this move, compare it to this move. We never know how high they're going to go. What we do know is that it won't last forever. And that's why I want you guys to be careful out there. And I want you to know that this move will not last forever. If you follow the channel, you're aware that we think Bitcoin will go to 6 figures over the next several years. But I don't think it's going to just go like this, right? I don't think it's just going to monotonically increase over the next 11 months or anything like that. So let me know what you guys think about the video. I want to announce here again that if you've been waiting to join the premium list for a while and you're not sure, we have a lot of stuff on the premium list. You get access to weekly reports, weekly videos, a Telegram alerts channel, a Telegram chat room, a risk dashboard, and these TradingView indicators that you're seeing. We are running a Black Friday sale. It will last approximately 2 weeks. So if you want to get in, make sure you check out the link in the description below. If you just go to intothecryptoverse.com, that'll be the higher price. But for those that are watching till the end of the video, at least you'll see, hey, you know what? If you want to get in at a lower price, at just a lower monthly price, you can do so for the next 2 weeks and lock it in if you desire. So just giving people an opportunity to get in. And in the spirit of November and people typically doing Black Friday stuff, I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. I've been getting a lot of comments from people asking if there's any type of discount in the spirit of Black Friday. So we'll see how it goes. We are offering a discount. It's only going to last about 2 weeks. It's a pretty nice discount. So check out the link in the description below for the Black Friday sale if you guys are interested in that. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys like the content. Give the video a thumbs up. Also check out the Telegram channel in the description below. Again, thank you guys for helping me get to 50,000 subscribers. Now we're on to 60,000 and then 70, 80, 90, and 100. So we'll see who gets to 100K first. The number of subscribers on the channel or the price of Bitcoin. It's a race. I think I'm going to win it, but I don't want to get too cocky yet. Because Bitcoin has a way of surprising everyone sometimes, and you really can't predict it in terms of exactly where it's going to peak and necessarily how quickly it will get there. We do have thoughts on the channel, of course, of when it would get there, so I do think I will beat it to 100,000, but we'll see what happens. So again, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to check out the Black Friday sale. Link is in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.